Good morning, you guys. I just went to I just decided to take a walk. I'm in my neighborhood. It's beautiful out here. It's always beautiful outside, you guys. Fresh air. What is that? Um, I just I just came from the store. There's a little store, and this lady, she's always so kind, and she's from a different country. I think, is it India? I think she said India. But she's always like got this smile on her face and so warm. And then I noticed this guy outside. He have a bike, um, and I'm believing that he's homeless because he's just like outside of the store. He just sitting there, and I just I was just making sure you guys hear me. This car passing by, but it came up to me as I just want to talk about giving, giving without no second thought. Most of the times, most people, I know you guys not the one. Most of most people when they give and stuff like that, they think, and I guess that's a part of judging. Like, if I give this person some money, what would they do with it? And that's why it's like kind of hard for people to receive, because just give. I mean, hey, the choice is up to the person who receiving it. So it's Christmas Eve. Hello. Um, Somebody just passed by and waved. I like my neighborhood, you guys. I'm talking about people. Okay, all right. People pass by and they wave and stuff like that. This is something right here. They pass and wave. So right now there's a man. He is like, he waved at me, and now his car is stopped. And he tried to, huh? Oh no, I live right there at the corner. Thank you. He asked me for a ride. So that's another thing right there. I'm gonna talk about that later. Is being scared. As being scared is as the same as fear. Like, if you walk in the neighborhood and stuff like that, somebody pull over and they ask you for a ride, it's being safe because you don't know who that person is. So that's why we have to check out with our kids and stuff. Like I was talking in the last video about abuse. That's what it's all boiled down to. It might be a little kid walking and stuff like that, and somebody pull over and they ask them for a ride. As innocent as the kid is, they might just think it's a nice person and take that ride, and don't know where that ride is leading up to. But my topic is giving. See somebody outside the store, give somebody, and most of the time judgment come in, and people think about, if I give, that's with anything, for real. You see somebody outside the store and you have money, give them $1, $2. But most of the time what people do these days is, if they want something, if it's like a homeless person and they want something to eat and stuff like that, they might go to McDonald's, buy the meal for them and give it to them, because they assume that if they give the person the money, they might just go blow it on drugs or go buy cigarettes or whatever like that. I think the choice, that's just me, I think the choice is up to them, and God sees everything. So if I'm blessing somebody, if they want some change or want some money, I'm just going to give them the money. The choice is up to them, what they going to do with it. What if they really need the money? What if they want a couple of cash or something like that to buy a toothbrush, toothpaste, something. They need cash. They probably just don't need food. They need a jacket, something. Can you give me some cash? I'm just trying to route up, get together some change. We never know, and we never can assume to figure out because we don't know. We can't read their minds. We don't know what's going on. If they take the money and blow it on drugs, that's on them. I mean, you just did your part as a generous person and just offer the money up and give them the money. Merry Christmas. God bless you. Make sure you just pray over them. It's if allowed, and God just sealed it. He said, if you want to give them the money, say, hey, can I pray for you? I give you this money as a blessing, or whatever you choose to do with that money. I'm pretty sure if it's good, let this money expand, let you come into abundance, get the help that you need. Just pray over them. Pray, shower them with blessings, shower them with goodness. Most of the times that most of the people who I run into is very intelligent. It just something happened along the way. I think my older son said that, Mom, how could people be homeless in America? I don't ever understand that. How can they be like homeless in America? I remember he did say that to me a while back, and I can't answer him. He just said, he said, I don't get it. That's what he said. I don't get it. I said, I don't know. You might have an issue that happened. Maybe it's a child or something like that, and their parents passed away, and they just went mad. I'm talking about mad as like lose it. The mindset, they just get upset and they just want to give up and quit. And then that next thing, they're not working and ain't keeping up they didn't have savings and they end up in the streets and stuff like that. The next thing they end up on drugs. Whatever the case might be that lead them down that road. And that's where most of the time, that's probably what happened. And they just choose to stay like that. It's stuck. It's a mindset. It's just like they hurt. They are hurting. These people is hurting. And as they're living like underneath the bridges, in cars and stuff, they just want a break. They need a break. Most of them being successful. My words is just my tongue is tying up, y'all. So I'm about to speak in tongues. Most of them has been successful, had a house and stuff like that. The homeless, most of them has been stars. Uh, you know, uh, it might be a man, a husband who lost his wife, and he figured out like, that's it. And then it turned into depression. Please do not give up on your life. I'm just saying, I could just drill it in and said, depression is so heavy, and it's especially a time like this. It's Christmas time. My dad passed away, and my stepfather passed away, and I ended up being with them in the dying days, but I had to like build myself up because I was taking care of myself and my family, and my kids had to look up to me, as their mom, like, hey, I can't fall. I mean, it's painful, like a love. We all not gonna be here forever. I just had to say that. We all have an expiration date. I know I'm giving this message on Christmas Eve, but I'm just saying that we just have to help each other out. And don't assume. Just give people. If you see somebody that need help, it could be like somebody who need help with their groceries and they ain't have enough change to pay for it. If you got it, say, hey, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Let's help each other out. Don't second guess. If you got it, If I don't got it, I ain't got it. But if you got the money to help somebody, help somebody. I mean, give, and it shall be given unto you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, run it over. God sees what's your good deeds. God sees your blessings. Just give. I mean, hey, it could be you. I mean, it was me. We all fall down. We all fall down and we all need help. So why not help each other? And not second guess. If I see um, a man at the store and he homeless and he needs some money and stuff like that, who am I to judge him by the way he look? Who am I to judge him and to assume that, oh, what if I give him like $5, $20, he's going to use it on drugs? What if he's not? He really need the money. So don't second guess. Please do not second guess. Just if you have the money to give somebody, just give them the money. Because you really don't know what they're going to. And don't even. I know it's not you guys, any one of you guys don't do this. I know you guys don't. When you give the money, just give the money and don't ask them what you going to use that money for. No. If somebody give me money and they ask me what I'm going to use the money for, I'm like, keep your money. That's how I'm cool. It's okay. That's just you straight out this. You just throw it in the face. Like, that's what it is. You just, hey, you don't really want to get, I just asked you for $1 or some change and stuff like that, and you going to ask me what I'm going to use the money for. That's like you judging me. I just asked for $1. So I'm saying, do not assume and do not second guess. Most of the times, we all need money to, like, pay water bill, light bill, rent, and we're short, and we need a blessing, and we need help. And most of the time, like, their pride come in that, we just hold our tongues and we don't ask for help. They're homeless people, they would ask you. But most of the time we just stay still in our house and don't even ask for assistance or help or anything. That's just being quiet about it, like, hey. And when you borrow, if you say borrow means to borrow. That means you had to pay back. Pay back all, pay back. For real. So it's like, we all need help. We all, you know. So, like I said, don't second guess. I have learned to, like, if I see someone and they have some money, to always be given. Always give. I didn't know my kids then, my boys then was paying attention to me of the way I move and be. So they take it upon themselves to do the same thing, and I notice in their character that they do this, they give. One time we was driving, and I think we came down to like a stop sign, and it was like a couple of homeless people like underneath a bridge and stuff, and there was this one man, he was like dirty, I didn't even, he came up to the car and he asked me, he's like, hey ma'am, can you help me? I roll my window down and I give him the money. I know how much I give him. So I give him the money. My son, my son, that's Niger. My son, he was driving and I was on the passenger side. And I think my son had kind of say, Mom, I want you to be give him some change, some money. So I just reach in my purse and I give him the change. I knew how much I give him. And then after I give him the money, and I think Nigel saw what I give him, and when I give it to him, we were still at the corner. And when he walked down, that's not assuming and not judging, and not asking no question. Because when I stopped, I seen the people, and then he came up and he asked for help. my son uh said, "Hey, mom, can we?" So he like asked with the guy, helping him out. So when we were still at the light, but when he walked away, me and my son, and I think Zion was in the back too. When that's my other son. We looked at him and he walked away. And when he looked in his hands, this man started rejoicing. I'm telling you, he's he screamed out loud, raised his hands up, and he didn't even know we were still at the corner. And we noticed him what he did. He did a praise dance. He said, looked up and shouted out and said, "Thank you, Jesus." He really needed that money. If I give someone something, yes, he said the right thing. Thank you, Jesus, because it's not of me. All I know that God blessed me with that. And it just came from my hands to his hands. That's transfer of money. Transfer. That's planting a seed. Transfer of money. So he said, "Thank you, Jesus." And we was a witness to see him give thanks to God. And then after the light turned green, and we just went on our journey. So my kids MC that blessings, that what goes on and continue. And that's one thing that I plan in my kids' life, to be like generous and to be kind and just to be loving. Just love, say hello. You don't even, if you don't got money, just share a couple of few words, pray for somebody, say hello, how are you doing? Because some people just want to be loved. And love is the most important thing. So, how you doing today? They just want a conversation. Know that somebody cares, you know. Because most of them, hi, that's my neighbor. Most of them has they're just alone and they just need someone to talk to because they don't really have no one to talk to, and they're lonely. So I'm telling you guys, I know I say nobody don't get out, but when they get out and stuff, and I see people, I just love my neighborhood because you notice that everybody's saying hi, hello. That's all it is. Hello, God bless you, and that's a part of giving as well. Noticing people and being grateful. Be grateful. Just like I got that $20 and where I got it from, working or whatever. Maybe I know there's plenty of time then people bless me with something, money. They just do it. Sometimes I didn't ask for it, and they just bless me, hey, or bless me with a gift, uh, a gift card to the Victoria's Secret. No, just kindness, love. So, or pay for my grocery if I'm short of change. They might say, hey, I got you. One thing that uh, my older son give me a testimony, his testimony, and I'm just gonna share here because he ain't gonna share because he's not in, he's living somewhere else. But I'm pretty sure he's gonna look at this, and I'm very proud and grateful that he has a good heart. I think that he had a ticket that he had to pay at the courthouse, if I'm saying it correctly, but he had a ticket and that he had to pay. I don't know the exact amount, but it was in the hundreds, maybe like 200 or something like that, and that he had to pay. But when he found out about the ticket and how much it was, he was telling the lady at the desk, and she was giving him the how much it was and stuff like that he had to come back at a certain date to pay that amount. Uh, in a present time that he was telling her, no, he told her that, man, shoot, how I'm gonna pay this? you know, she was just, man, I got such and such, I got this situation going, so I don't know how I'm gonna come up with this money to pay it, you know, blah, blah, blah. And he was like talking about it, like, you know, where he at right at that present time. Not knowing that there's an angel in the back of him listening to his story. So he left. And she said, well, you got to come back at a certain that date and pay this. And when he came back, the lady, he said, okay, I got the money. He had the money to pay it, probably like the next month or whatever like that. He came back and he said that the lady told, she looked up. She said, oh, it's already been paid for. The 200, whatever it was, amount, I can't really remember. All I know it was up in there, was already paid for, you know. He said, what? Who paid this? He, she said, somebody paid. It's a man. And he's like, where he at? You know. So she said, he just heard your story and stuff like that, and he just blessed you, and he just paid your stuff. While he was talking, see, it happened like, I think it happened that same day. And the man was behind him, and he paid that $200 and some ticket for him. And then after, when my son came back the next month or something like that to pay it, it was a blessing. He been blessed. So that's how God operates. That's how God moves, you guys. I'm telling you, that's how God operates. You help others, you bless others, and he will look at you and bless you. He all wants us to be prosperous and be filled with abundance, not only money, but joy, happiness, sharing love, kindness, not being rude and mean to people. That's just, no, that's not of God. So, and if it's husband and wife looking at me today, never go home. Y'all, not never go home. Never go to bed angry. I just had to say that because that just felt in my head. I know this. Never go to bed upset. Make sure you guys make up before y'all go to bed. Because it's like a seed planted. Y'all mad at each other, then y'all go to sleep, and then you dreaming. You know what I'm saying? And that's just like an open door for the enemy to be like, have you fully upset, you know. But that's not my topic. My topic is don't second guess, just give. That's for real. Be a giver. You guys, I had to go inside. It's beautiful outside. I just want to stay out here. But I got responsibility inside. My family, you guys take care of your family and love your family. It's Christmas Eve, and Merry Christmas to everyone. Keep a smile on your face, keep shining, and just love. God bless y'all.